like they're trying to adjust to correct the last statement, where I said that it's abnormal for there to be that much traffic on the road. This is more like it used to be at this time. One car on the road, maybe a couple more before I get to town. You notice the Gangstalkers, for example, like the rest of the world, really, except for my parents or Glenda's, they're traveling in the path of injustice and wickedness, taking crooked roads. And as a nation, as a planet, they're going down to the realm of the dead. Proverbs 1:19. Such are the paths of all those who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the life of all who get it. We have to come out of the Babylonian system of ill-gotten gains. Look at Psalm 9. It says the nations go down to the realm of the dead. The wicked go down to the realm of the dead, all the nations that forget God. And it also says that the Lord is known by his righteous acts, right? His acts of justice. The Bible says the Lord is exalted by his righteousness, by his acts of justice. That's how you know who's of God. Not anyone can communicate with God successfully. Okay, not anyone can come into the Spirit and pray and be heard. The Bible says the prayers of the wicked are detestable. The kindest acts of the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. Being lightweight fumed here. You probably hear it in my voice. And when it sounds like the people on the news or something, that's totally not me. People from my generation know that to a T. Okay, people didn't always sound like someone trying to sound sexy on the news, a gay guy trying to sound sexy on the news. I find people trying to sound sexy, regardless of sexual orientation, on the news as disgusting. Okay? That is not how I try to sound. I'm not gay. I don't believe in erotic desire. The word Cupid rhymes with stupid. Okay, Eros is sore, scrambled, an anagram, and also an anagram for the word rose. Okay? Eros is also a play on a play on words for Aries, E-R-I-S, a deity of discord, and Aries, A-R-E-S, R's, who are you, right? The ram, right? The zodiac, the god of war. And that's not a coincidence that Ebo, it's E-R-I-S, is the Son of God who comes down from the sky. Okay, the spirit of the Son of God in the King. It's a true interpretation of the Aries story, where the same spelling and also referring to an idea in their mythology is the deity of chaos, okay, strife, discord, and they often accompany these deities, Aries, A-R-E-S, into battle. Now imagine their argument is that I'm in my own world and I'm crazy or something. How come I know so much more about the Bible than the vast majority of people? How come I know so much more about Greek mythology than the vast majority of people? How come, when some people were calling me crazy when I was making videos, between 2010 and around 2015, I was delayed, because of all the persecution in graduating college. How come, and then the program was over 4 years anyway, how come I was able to get my college degree? Okay, so even if you were to argue that perhaps I'm mentally ill, I'm in touch with logic enough to get a degree in information technology. Speaking of information technology, one of the concerns in information security is that the government or corporations or individuals, okay, entities, groups, will hack the brain and find passwords into people's accounts. Okay, they already have all kinds of technology. I know for sure there's people working on the inside at Apple, Google, YouTube, etc. with the government, to set people up. It reminds me of the case of this guy Loeffner, I believe it was, where when all was said and done, he had one video remaining, as the story goes, and it was talking crazy. they're obviously covertly drugging them. Okay, we look at the signs, right? You know, if I just first glance, I'll give it 90% odds that they were doing it, 10% that it's on an extreme fluke. It seems that way. Okay, they're obviously covertly drugging him. So on his eyes were consistent with the mind-controlled substances and the effects that I've seen. Okay, I've seen many people with mental illness, bipolar, manic, so on and so forth. He did not have manic eyes so much. There's some similarities, but it's not the same thing. If psychiatrists were being honest, they'll tell you that. Okay, what it was consistent with was substances that alter the way you look. You know how, someone said that somebody was high on marijuana, for example. That somebody who was high on marijuana was actually having a manic episode. You'd say, what the hell are you talking about? Just because their eyes have changed doesn't mean they changed that way. And so it is with cocaine and heroin and so on and so forth. They have specific effects, generally speaking. Sometimes they can cause rages, but it's not the same thing. But when you see these mind-control substances, they're designed to disassociate the person from reality and create alternate personalities and things like this. They have a specific look to them. And as you see, as they clash with various types like nerds and jocks and gangsters and people who are more calm, people are more aggressive, people are more nerdy and foolish and contemptible, we see various looks that they have. So it was very consistent with mind control substances, and this YouTube video is coming down is consistent with what I've seen in my research of targeted individuals and what I've seen in them hacking my phone. And I have more than one video. I actually have more than one video that I recorded with a camera, them hacking my phone and typing words in, which if the judges in any court are being serious, and I urge you all to download those videos, the judges are being serious, they must rule out any evidence that has to do with my phone. So we know that I've been claiming that they've been editing my videos, and we know that they've hacked my phone and typed things in. So any video evidence of threats or anything like this must be thrown out, or else that is extreme injustice and a profound injustice when you consider that they've been violating the notice this guy doesn't have his lights on. Okay, that's the normal thing for this time of the morning, not having your lights on, unless you have a car, you have an older car. Unless you have a newer car that the lights automatically turn on. Anyway, so they meet the federal statutes for hate crimes because they're organizing the harassment and stalking. In the comments, there's been racial comments, okay? And they're trying to get me to fall in line with the white establishment. For example, if a bunch of people in the Klan say, do it the white man's way, okay, in the comments and start harassing you in person, okay, that is a organized hate crime event, okay, and process that has to be treated as an ongoing series of hate crimes, okay.